got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra pros. You can keep them, Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we've got a matchup of two of the most punishing running backs in the NFL today. It's LeGarrette Blount and Thomas Rawls.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Now Wilson on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vince Wilfork, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. On second down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season? and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, trying to prove something.
They'll run again with Blount. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him with dinner either.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground here with Blount. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they're
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll begin here with Blunt. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down following the run. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Luck. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, here's Luck. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's brought down. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Luck now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't he?
Yeah, Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England. So
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, Rawls. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
1st down, this is Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. attack. It's Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Wilson on second down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson a give to Rawls. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. Out of the gun, Luck trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Direct snap, rolls. And he's got room. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On first down, Locke over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
A shotgun snap for Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he puts a little something extra into this one. By far his best of the night. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts getting ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Luck. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there. And now a first down following that long gain. Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's second down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone, just unable to complete it. But I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Wilson now to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Throwing his long. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the left.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. LeGarrette Blount, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Counter play. Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Baldwin with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now Wilson on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Eddie Lacy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Left side, it's Dorsett. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Luck. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Luck now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Run it well, and it's picked. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Redskins.
That's correct. They start on the ground with Rawls. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the toss, here's Lacy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Luck. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Luck picked off by his former Stanford teammate, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.